Welcome to the Looped Lifestyle Podcast, the #1 podcast for diabetics who want to have their cake pop and eat it too. I'm your mentor, Stephanie Johnson. Please welcome our very own member of the Cake Pop crew and graduate of the Have Your Cake Pop and Eat It Too program, Diana Hernandez. She is hosting our Monday Mindset episode. This podcast is recorded live on Instagram. We cover health, wealth, and relationships, the blueprint for transforming your life. So grab a pen and paper, take some notes. I hope you find some value in the information Diana is sharing. Let's get into it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Monday Mindset. For those who are new to today's episode, welcome. For those who have joined me in the past, thanks for coming back. My name is Diana Hernandez and I'm working with Stephanie Johnson in her program Loop Lifestyle. If you want to learn more about her program, you can follow her on Instagram at _cranky_pinky or on Facebook using that same name, and I'll make sure to tag her in the comments too. So today's topic, we are covering sleep hygiene. We've heard it before and we'll keep hearing it over and over again. We need a good night's rest. We need to sleep at least 7 hours every night. We need to have a consistent sleep schedule. To help you lose weight, you need to have better sleep. It goes on and on. I'll be honest. I used to say, I'll sleep when I'm dead, or I don't need sleep, I'm all good. I used to even boast at how little I had slept and still felt fine. I had a job where I used to start work at 6 or 7 a.m. and many times I would go out the night before and wouldn't really fall asleep until maybe 3 a.m. or after. When I went to work the next day, my coworker and I, we were about the same age, she and I would talk about how little sleep we got, and then we wore it almost like a badge of honor. I also occasionally still say how I'm a night owl and that's why I can't sleep early, and I hate waking up late, or I hate waking up early. And I still could be a night owl, but in reality, a lack of sleep hasn't really helped me much. Or lack of sleep doesn't help anybody in general. When we're sick, our bodies feel tired, right? When we're sick, people tend to say, get some rest, your body needs sleep. And what do we do for the most part? We sleep or we nap if we're able to. So why don't we adapt to that on a regular basis? If we know how jacked up we feel when we don't sleep or get rest, why do we continue to not sleep or rest? Why do we wait until we're sick to rest? Many people have told me that if I want to lose weight, getting good sleep is a factor. Others have told me that if we don't get enough sleep, our brains aren't able to develop new neuron connections, which is a little scary. So I did a bit of research. So according to the CDC, insufficient sleep has been linked to the development and management of a number of chronic illnesses, diseases, and conditions, including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, obesity, and depression. Recent research suggests that optimizing sleep duration and quality may be important means of improving blood sugar control in persons with type 2 diabetes. Also, hypertension, stroke, coronary heart disease, and irregular heartbeats or cardiac arrhythmias have found to be more common among those with disordered sleep than their peers without sleep abnormalities. Something else that the CDC notes is that short sleep duration results in metabolic changes that may be linked to obesity. So what's the message here? We need to get good sleep. So according to the CDC, for people that are between 6 and 12 years old of age, they need about 9 to 12 hours of sleep. Between 18 and 60, 7 or more hours of sleep is recommended. If you're between 61 and 64, you need about 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And if you're 65 and older, it's recommended to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Why the change, I do not know. That's just according to the CDC. What are some tips to get better sleep? Good sleep habits can help you get a good night's sleep. So some of the things that can help improve your sleep health is being consistent with your sleep schedule. So trying to go to bed at the same time every night and getting up at the same time every morning, including on the weekends. Now, this kind of sucks for those that have to work early. For example, my husband, he's a respiratory therapist at a hospital and he wakes up at 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. and he starts work at 6:30 and doesn't get off till 7. And because he's been doing that I think he's been doing that for 3 years now, his body just naturally, on his days off, he wakes up at 4 in the morning. He tries to go back to sleep, but it's kind of hard for him, but he's consistent with it. Probably not because he wants to be, but that's what his body has adjusted him to do. For me, I'm not a morning person. I thought I was until I met my husband. I'm not a morning person. I like my sleep. So for me, I tend to go to sleep really late, again, referencing to what I said earlier that I say I'm a night owl. So I go to sleep late and then I wake up. Now with my new job, I'm waking up at 6:50 in the morning, but then I feel tired. I want to wake up in the morning to exercise. Then the alarm goes off at 6:25 because that's my goal. And I can't get up. I'm just way too tired. And so I end up not exercising in the morning, feel like crap all day. And then I say I learned my lesson, but do I? No, because I do the same thing over and over again. So clearly, sleep hygiene is definitely something that I need to work on. I'm sure many of us need to work on getting a better sleep routine. So anyway, going back to how to improve our sleep. Make sure your bedroom is quiet, dark, relaxing, and at a comfortable temperature, whether that's really cold and you're bundled up in the blankets, or it's really hot and you're just in your regular PJs, whatever is comfortable for you. If you have a spouse, trying to figure it out with them. Maybe one of you is cold, one of you is hot. So, try to figure out how you both can get some adequate sleep. Another recommendation is removing any electronic devices from the bedroom. We have a TV in our room because I love to watch movies. So that's not something I'll do. But something that I have heard is try not to use your phone with an hour of sleep. Something about the blue light that causes your brain or your brain waves to kind of continue saying that you're awake. So when you try to put the phone away right before you go to bed, your brain is still very active. So that's something that maybe I can improve on, is putting my phone away an hour before I sleep. That way, by the time I get to go to bed, or by the time I go to bed, my brain is not super active or activated. Another thing is avoiding large meals or caffeinated drinks or alcohol before bedtime. Obviously, this is all per, individual basis. For example, my dad, he can have a cup of coffee right before bed and it does not do anything. He will still go to sleep as if he had no coffee, whereas a lot of us can't. If we drink coffee, we are accelerated and then we can't sleep. Another tip for better sleep is getting some exercise. So being physically active during the day so you can fall asleep more easily at night, because then exercise, what does it do? You burn calories and it's, causing you to do a workout. So naturally your body is going to feel tired earlier on than you normally would if maybe you didn't exercise. And to, like a Monday mindset type of thing, obviously it's just what I'm doing, is that motivation can actually be hindered by lack of sleep. On top of that, it can also impact our willpower. When we're tired, our thought process tends to decrease. It tends to not be as good. And so it kind of obviously impacts our day-to-day choices. I know a lot of people who are, educated in that field, they do say that when you tend to have lack of sleep, you tend to make poor food choices throughout the day. Without an adequate amount of sleep, your brain has a difficult time producing the energy needed to absorb and recall new information. So again, that's something else that we need to be on the lookout for. And then in regards to motivation, like I had mentioned, it has a huge impact on our self-control. A lot of late night fast food dinners many times could be because we're too tired or we don't have the willpower to resist the temptation to get Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, Chipotle, although I don't think Chipotle is that bad because, you can make it healthy. But anyway, that's for another day. So those without the energy for willpower, people who are sleep deprived tend to gain weight. So again, another thing is that sleep impacts our mood. When you're sleep deprived, you're grouchy and you're grumpy and you don't want to do anything. You have no motivation again. So again, going back to how sleep is really important, it impacts a lot of areas of our lives. And if we don't get enough sleep, it can impact many different areas, right? Kind of repeating myself, and I think it's because I'm sick. Anyway, so basically the whole point of this is practicing good sleep hygiene habits, being consistent with your sleep. If you're a person who wakes up during the middle of the night, that does mean that you're not getting good sleep. Again, the whole point of getting good sleep is being able to get 8 hours of adequate sleep. Granted, there's the people that, we got to get up in the middle of the night because we got to check our blood sugars, or others who have a really small bladder, and so they get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. But I'm not going too scientific into it because I don't know much about it. I want to stay in my lane, but something about the REM cycle, you need to get deep sleep, because if you're like getting just light sleep, again, that's not good for you either. So hopefully the tips that I provided can be helpful for you guys to start incorporating sleeping good or better sleeping habits. And for those of you who are parents, I'm not a parent. For those of you who are parents, is again, trying to model good sleep habits for your children. I know there's a lot of kids who they have a TV in the room, and as soon as mom, dad go to sleep, they'll turn it on and they'll watch a movie until 2 a.m. or something. And parents may never know, or they'll find out later, but they've already kind of been sleep deprived. And so again, basically, sleep is important. I know many of us have heard it 1,000,001 times, and maybe I'm just another person who's just repeating information again to you, but hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I planted a seed, and hopefully you guys will figure out what works best for you and your bodies. I know everybody comes from all different walks of life, and maybe my sleep schedule and routine is not going to be the same as somebody else's, or is not going to work for somebody else. But again, just get good sleep, guys. Don't wait until you're sick like me and then all you want to do is sleep. Something that I always say is, who has time to get sick? We don't got time for that, right? So get sleep, get rest. Again, shoot for those 7 or more hours of sleep if possible. Something that the iPhone app has, something that iPhone has, I'm not sure if the Android does, is a sleep, I forgot what it's called, but basically I put like a sleep timer. So I put that I want to go to bed by 9:30, and so it gives me around 9 p.m. it tells me, hey, time to go to sleep. And I do a 30-minute window because hopefully it'll give me that time to get motivated and encouraged to get up from bed or get up from the couch and brush my teeth, wash my face, which I never do, and my sister probably hates me for that. Again, just your sleep night routine, right? Whatever that means to you. And granted, like I said, I need to work on sleep. I put that timer sleep thing on, but I don't follow it. But I'm going to practice what I preach. So I actually do want to work on better sleeping habits. And my goal, even though I'm feeling a little sick, is to go to sleep by 9:30 today. Hopefully, maybe even by 9 a.m. today because I'm tired. And then waking up at 6:15 to just do a 30-minute workout and then get my day started. So I encourage you all to try and do that. You can also Google a whole bunch of other sleep tips because I know I only gave you a few, but there's a lot of stuff out there that you all can practice and see what works for you. And I hope we can all get some good sleep tonight and moving forward. So yeah, thank you all for joining. Yes, the health app. There you go. The health app has that sleep thing. I don't know what it's called. Sorry. It doesn't come to mind because I'm sick. But anyway, health app has it. See if it works for you. Setting a timer for yourself to be like, oh shoot, okay, now it's time to get ready for bed. That way, by the time your sleep goal is there, then, you can go to sleep. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your week. It's going to be December 1st on Wednesday. Wow. But that means Christmas music for those of us who enjoy it. All right. Well, take care, everyone, and I hope everyone has a good sleep tonight. Oh, Fitbit. If y'all have Fitbit, thank you, Martha. If you have Fitbit also does it, apparently. I'm sure there's a lot of companies out there who, with a whole bunch of sleep studies and research that I'm sure they're making it more helpful or encouraging for us to all get sleep. So look in your phones, look in whatever type of watch that you use, smart devices, and see if there's anything on there that can help you go to sleep or help you establish a good sleep hygiene routine. So, okay, all right. I hope you all have a good night's rest tonight. All right, take care, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I appreciate you very much. If you love this episode, please take a screenshot and share it on your social media. Tag me at the_cranky_panky for Instagram and at @thecrankypanky for Facebook. You can find the application for mentoring at the link in my Instagram bio at the_cranky_panky. Get your application in, we'll have a chat and see if the Have Your Cake Pop and Eat It Too program is right for you. Until next time, stay in the loop.